A very warm welcome at the felicitation of the Economic Times Best Brands in Plastics and Polymers 2022. It is indeed a great pleasure to have all of you here with us today. I am very happy to share that BMGI India has played the important role of knowledge partner in making the Best Brands initiative possible. Ladies and gentlemen, as we kickstart, I'd like to call upon Mr. Rahul Kamath for his welcome note.
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to the Economic Times Best Brands in Plastics and Polymer 2022. I also take this opportunity to thank our knowledge partner, BMGI, for the research and the insights shared for this industry. Now, creating a brand or branding is an important stepping stone for any business. It all depends on the existence of a strong vision, perception, strategic use of the country of origin, and a careful choice of products. Brands can be built only based on distinctive advantages, and price warfare alone does not sustain a brand marketing strategies, and advertising agencies spends millions of rupees on creating a brand and selling the image of the company. But the customer loyalty cannot be achieved by mere spending on advertisements. The latest technology, excellent customer support, and widespread reach are also the factors that influences and strengthen the brand image. The ultimate goal of brand equity building is to move the customer from brand awareness to brand insistence, which is based on awareness, accessibility, value, relevant differentiation, and emotional connection. As we all gather here to celebrate the custodians of brands in the plastics and polymer industry, making every effort to take the brand to the top of the pinnacle, I congratulate all of you on your brand journeys, and I'm sure as the admiration continue to pile up over the years, that will lead all of us to a bigger, better, and a brighter future than even before. Thank you.
Well, moving ahead, I'd like to now invite Mr. Naresh T. Raisanghani, CEO and Executive Director, HBS, Breakthrough Management Group International India, for his special address.
It gives me great pleasure to be a part of this august audience and stand in front of the team which is there. If I were to talk about it, it's a very difficult role that when you stand in front of leaders to say that in this leader set, we are making a choice for this year, for this set of people. Having said that, since there is a list which is limited, we go through a mechanism and make this happen. So what I will do today is I will just talk a little bit about ourselves to make you understand what BMGI is about, share with you the methodology, and talk about certain things which I think the team can take back if they want to work on that. Right? We work across the globe. We have more than 120 plus clients where we do deep engagements. We have about 250 global clients, and we work, as you can see, across US, Europe, APAC, so on and so forth. So broadly, we not only just talk about research or talk about what needs to be done, but we understand that in the journey there are requirements where people need support, and we try to also support in the implementation as we proceed. And our aim is to try to give substantial results. We work globally across different industries. Likewise, if I talk about India, we work across various firms, and they again are diverse industries. If I were to talk about what all we do, we decide with the team if you have a vision or if you want to go towards a particular place, we help you strategize that and ensure that the same thing is delivered. So we work with you the whole path if you're wanting to have your strategy deployed. Likewise, if I talk about innovation, we assist firms in trying to create some of the various new products which they want to launch. We try to support firms in problem solving. For example, if you have your capacities and you want to double it up, we work on making that happen. Likewise, if you're in business A and you want to enter into business B, we work on business transformation. So looking at some of the results which we have delivered, we have assisted in increasing top line by roughly 2 times in 5 years. Likewise, we assist firms in trying to reduce costs by about 20% as we proceed, and in less than 2 years' time, try to improve the profitability accordingly. And lastly, we assist organizations in innovation, R&D, and new product lines, because sometimes the same system may not be able to deliver you as you wanted. Yeah. So talking about the research methodology, there was a large pool of firms which we talked about, as you're all aware, that there are more than 30,000, 40,000 firms globally. And we said that we want to look at both global and national presence. And from this whole brand set, we reduced it to less than about 1,000 firms which are there. So the way we did was we segmented the whole thing. And this is the kind of segmentation that we did. There is one side which is the value chain, where we looked at the raw materials, the stock form, the intermediates, the auxiliary inputs, and the finished products. And on the other side, we looked at the various machines, the machine parts, various material handling systems, various measurement equipments, and the control systems. And then finally, from this whole list, we started asking questions on all of these components. What's the technology being used? What's the products being used? What's the geographical presence? What are the kind of manufacturing capabilities? And what are the kind of clienteles, so on and so forth. And from this whole set, less than 10% got selected for making it to the best brands for this year. So my core suggestion for the so-called winners who have made it this year, and for all the aspiring people in this list which are there, concentrate on the core brand and try to just make yourself visible. Once your customers start picking you up and your customers start seeing you and you bring yourself in front of it, automatically all the accolades will start flowing in. Congratulations once again to all the winners and to all the aspirants, those who may have not made it on the list, but I'm sure that in times to come, you would be there for the next time. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we move ahead, before I invite the chief guest on stage, I'd like to take this opportunity to briefly introduce him to all of you. A seasoned industry professional with over 33 years of rich experience, mostly in the auto component industry, Mr. Vidyadhar Limaye has worked for organizations like Ruston and Hornsby, Greaves Cotton Light Engine Division, Thermax, SKF Bearings, Jindal Saw Pipes, Tata Auto Components, Forasia, and IAC, that's International Automotive Components. At present, working for IAC India with a P&L and overall operations responsibility of its 5 plants pan-India. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please join me in welcoming our chief guest for the day on stage.
It's a great honor to be on this platform again and again, I should say. I have been on this platform with ET Polymers since 2016. I'm very closely associated with this organization, and the kind of journey that I have seen with them is quite phenomenal. To remain sustainable in business and using whatever we are using is sustainable for this world is extremely important. For automotive, green is the name of the game. Emission control norms are getting stricter. We are moving from engines to actually electric vehicles. The electrification growth, as you see in the world, is taking tremendous pace. How successful we will be in India, the times will tell us, but looking at the two-wheeler industry catching this EV segment very fast is very good to see for all of us here in India. I once again thank the ET Polymers for creating such kind of a platform for the fragmented plastic and polymer industry all across India, because there are many small and medium scale entrepreneurs who are in this particular field, and they are getting a platform to express their capabilities, to express what they do in this particular domain. This particular brand is really helping them to put forward their efforts to the complete country. So it's really exceptional job which is being done. The best brand nomination or the best brand felicitation which is started is also keeping the entrepreneurs very motivated in this country, that the brands are getting known through this particular platform, and the brands are getting awarded through this particular platform. So thank you very much once again, ET Polymers division.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we actually move ahead, it's now time to unveil the cover of the coffee table book of the Economic Times Best Brands in Plastics and Polymers 2022. And we have none other than our chief guest to unveil it for all of us here. So let's make the most of this opportunity. Presenting to you, ladies and gentlemen, the cover of the coffee table book. I'm going to request our chief guest to be with me on stage as we now move towards the felicitations. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's find out. The first brand to be felicitated this afternoon is, let's take a look. The first brand to be felicitated this afternoon is Blend Colors Private Limited. Congratulations. And with that, let's find out the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations to Domo Engineering Plastics India Private Limited. Congratulations once again. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to find out the next best brand. Let's take a look. The next best brand is DPL Global Links. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to find out the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations to ExxonMobil Lubricants Private Limited. Congratulations. With that, let's move on to the next best brand and let's find out which one it is. The next best brand is Electronica Plastic Machines Limited. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, let's find out the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations to Hasco India Private Limited. Congratulations once again. Moving on to the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations to iGuess India Private Limited, the motion plastics specialist. Congratulations to the team. Moving on to the next best brand. Well, let's find out. Congratulations to JJ Plastalloy Private Limited. Congratulations. With that, it's now time to find out the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations to Loya Corp Limited. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to move on to the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations to Mamta Machinery Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, let's move on to the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations to Moist Burger India Private Limited. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations to Mundra Master Batch. With that, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to find out the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations to S&T Plastic Machines Private Limited. Congratulations to all of you. With that, let's move on to the next best brand. Let's take a look at the winner. Congratulations to Server Packaging Limited. Congratulations. Moving on to the next best brand, let's take a look. Congratulations to Steer Engineering Private Limited. With that, ladies and gentlemen, let's find out the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations to Whitman Battenfeld India Private Limited. With that, ladies and gentlemen, let's find out the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations to Judo Hot Runner India Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to once again thank you for your time, for taking the time out, joining us, and being there with us with consistent enthusiasm and energy.
Thanks for joining the Economic Times Best Brands for Plastics and Polymer 2022. What do you have to say about India's plastic tooling industry, its current situation and the future?
Indian tooling industry never had so much of opportunities. Our domestic demands are very strong and were always there, but for a majority of them were being imported from various reasons. But after the pandemic, not only the domestic customers' inclination has increased more towards developing the tools in the domestic market, but also the global customers are looking India as next big tool sourcing hub. I strongly feel that next 10 years are full of opportunities for the Indian tooling sector.
What do you feel is required to achieve the opportunities Indian tooling industry have it in front of them right now at present?
Tooling industry is mainly driven by MSME and SME sector, majority founders driven, which are technically very sound. But I think they need some guidance on finance side. At the same time, the vendor support network is missing in India. Like in Korea, China or Europe or some other developed countries, which is the key for the quick turnaround. Other than that, Indian tool makers doesn't need any technical support. They have done a remarkable job till now on their own and standing on their feet at par with some of the biggest global tool rooms in the world.
Vishal, how does the world's leading manufacturer of hot runner system maintains its position in the global market?
Rahul, globally almost all the hot runner brands are acquired by some or other brands or by investment firms because they couldn't understand the changing market dynamics and customers demand, nor they did any backward integration or initiative to increase the business volumes or to sustain the price war which is going on everywhere. Judo has been in the forefront for not only increasing its manufacturing capacity globally, but also we have developed many new product segments to increase the volumes and maintain the margins. As a result, we are the only major player who are still standing tall on its own feet as a zero debt company.
Since the Indian government is encouraging companies to increase its manufacturing capacities under Make in India concept, what are your plans towards it? How Judo is striding its move in this case?
We are one of the early adopters of Government of India's Make in India scheme. We every year either increase our manufacturing capacity or we are launching new product range for the domestic market. This year we have started new design center from where we will be exporting design service to global Judo locations, and that's like a big honor for us now.
Lastly, how do you stand apart from your competitors and add more values for your customers?
We are the only company in India which is working hand in hand with not just the tool maker, but the processor and the end customers also, whether it's automotive segment or packaging segment or for that matter any other segment. We are working right from the design stage to proving the part with the team, even for deciding the gate locations or wall thickness variation or reducing the part weight or even reducing the machine tonnage for auto sector. In fact, in a recent case for a packaging segment, we worked with a processor even after completing the project to reduce the production cycle time, and I am so glad to inform you that we were able to reduce the production time by 25%, which is huge in our industry. That is the kind of value we add with our customers which nobody else is able to offer at the moment in the Indian market.
All right. Thank you so much, Vishal, for joining us and for giving this interview.
Thanks, Rahul, for having me. It's truly pleasure.